Hello, this is Kenneth 14621, and okay, I have a bold prediction here for the Warriors-Rockets game. I've been up talking with my partner about this series for a long time, and I wanted to make a prediction. Well, I don't really do predictions in basketball like I do football, but I guess I can do some predictions. But so I probably should have done the prediction before this, this round started of the playoffs. But here's what I see going on. Okay, so you have the Warriors and the Rockets, right? And people talk about home court. And, one team, the team should win the home games, right? To me, that's the way a simple mind thinks. That's somebody who doesn't want to evaluate the series and they just want to they don't want to think about it. They just want to pick quick and, they might get lucky and make it. But here's what I think is going to happen. When you have two really good teams that can win on the road as well as at home. If you only won at home, you would have a 500 record. But when you win 59 or 65 games, you've shown you can win on the road or at home. And when you have two teams that are very similar as far as talent level, it comes down to small things. Now, Golden State won 59 games. We won 65. That's pretty close, people say Golden State's better in the playoffs, but, really, they say they were relaxing during the regular season. I mean, to me, that's like the biggest load of bull I've ever heard. Now, what I think is a more realistic scenario is because the Rockets had just as many injuries this year as the Golden State did. I watched the Rockets all year. We had Harden injured for a long time. We had Chris Paul injured for an even longer time. Without Chris Paul, our team cannot function. We had plenty of other injuries. I think every starter on our team was injured at some point during the year. And we won 65 games, no matter what roster we put out there. Whether it was backups or starters in any position, we continued to win. Golden State, they had injuries too. But I think, the thing with Golden State is, I don't think their bench was as good this year as it was last year. And if you're a shallow fan, look, I know you don't look at stuff like that. Okay, but the reason why Golden State plays better in the playoffs is because they have a good starting five. And in the playoffs, you don't play back-to-back games. During the regular season, you're playing so many back-to-backs that you have to lean on your backups more. And I think, there's probably quite a few teams that have better backups as Golden State. That's why they do really good, almost similar to Golden State in the regular season. But when it comes to the playoffs, you have a day off at least between every game. Sometimes 2 days off, sometimes more. And so you don't have to dig into your bench that much. And Golden State has a really good starting five, right? Maybe better than the Rockets. So that, to me, is a valid excuse for the Golden State not winning as many games in the regular season and being better in the playoffs. All this, they were just coasting, man. When you've won several championships, man, you just coast. That's bullshit. Okay? That's bullshit. So, anyways, but I just don't know. I mean, the Rockets came out there and blowed them out. So I guess I'm going to go with the Rockets since they're my home team. And since they won 65 games and they've had just as many injuries as the Golden State Warriors. But I think from the looks of it, to me, what hurts Golden State is they're a little bit too confident. And I think their bench matters, dude. Even the playoffs, you don't use your bench a lot. I just think Golden State's bench is like that bad this year. But so anyways, though, maybe I'm wrong. I know Livingston is pretty good, and they got some pretty good guys. But I think they get too confident. Like if the Rockets are more humble than Golden State, so I think they're more willing to adjust. Like first game, Rockets played ISO ball. Second game, it was something totally different. And I don't think that the Golden State Warriors would change their philosophy that much because they think we're the champions, dude. You can know what our game plan is and we'll still beat you. I think if the Rockets were running the Golden State Warriors off of the three-point line and they couldn't hit a three, that they would continue to shoot them for too long, missing them. Because they're overconfident, thinking they can still hit them. So I think that's one advantage, and I think that's why the Rockets are I'm going to say win this series. I got to give you a pick. But these two teams are really good. They're almost exactly as good as each other, in my opinion. So, here's how I think it's going to go down. I think Golden State is going to win this first game in Golden State. And good teams play good on the road. Both of these teams can beat each other on the road. Then I think the Rockets win the second game in Golden State. And then it's tied. And then I think Golden State comes back to Houston and wins a game. And it's 3-2. And then I think the Rockets win the last two games and win the series. There we go. Sounds crazy. I've been talking to my friend and he picks the Rockets to win every game, so, whatever, but maybe I'm influenced by him, but I don't think the road or the home is going to mean very much here. Because you have two teams, if you're just good at home, your record is going to be close to 500. But you have two teams that are well over 500. And Houston's got an even better record than Golden State. I don't think it matters what home game you got. I just think they're really close and it's going to be back-to-back. And I think Houston is just a little bit better. So that means with their back against the wall, I think the Rockets can outperform the Golden State Warriors. And I think they'll do it 2 games in a row to win this series, the last 2 games. So, there you go. I might be totally wrong. Keep in mind it's very early in the series, I mean, if this were the regular season though, let's say they played 3 games, let's just say they were playing a 4th game, I'm going the Rockets are going to win all the way because the Rockets bench is good. But there we go. So that'll be my pick. And you won't know my pick unless you watch this video. And you won't know it even then until the end of the video. So, thank you very much. And I have the Cavs winning the Boston series even though they're down 2-0. There we go. There's my picks.